So tell me, what are we going to talk about today?
Today on the Comic-Con special part 3, we've got Harley Quinn announced. You guys are such a prick. You guys gotta watch the video recap because freaking Joe Taro, he's got cabin fever. Okay, we've been recording for almost 3 hours straight now. All right, today we've got Harley Quinn animated series trailer review, The Magician season 5 first clip, Netflix Dark Crystal. See, I got it. Netflix Dark Crystal. DC's Doom Patrol new streaming options, Young Justice Season 4 news, Taskmaster confirmed as villain for Black Widow movie, and that is why they're pushing Taskmaster hard. And D&D Celebration, 5 years with its 5th edition. All this and more on this week's episode of Keepin with the Geek Bros. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes! Keeping the Geek Bros podcast, Comic-Con special, San Diego International Comic-Con special, part 3. I'm your host, Vibe, and with me today are my fellow Geek Bros.
Garbanzo.
And?
Joe Taro.
What's going on with you, Joe Taro?
You never saw that meme with that half-naked guy? He's dancing, he goes like this to the camera? Like
no. I have a life, and I'm doing things productive in my life.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Before we get started, Garbanzo, if you wouldn't mind telling these fine people our social media.
You lovely individuals out there.
You succulent
Geek Bro land.
People.
You can actually find us on the gram, the Twitter, the yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com.
At Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEEK BR0S. And also on Facebook at GEEK BR0S. And also on the first place.
The first place!
You can hear our lovely silky voices and WeebieGeeksPC.com.
I know that's right.
Now,
and
if you'd like to see our beautiful faces, they go along with these amazingly seductive voices, you can actually go on youtube.com/Vibrate Studios. That's VIBEREVSTUDIOS. Now, make sure you come and watch Café con Leche, milk chocolate, and what were we calling you again? Irish, cream, which gets spoiled in the sun, but that's fine. It'll be there, ready for your visual enjoyment.
Oh my God! How do I deal with?
Oh Jesus, that was good. Thank you so much. Well, that's it. So, San Diego Comic-Con special part 3 starts now. The San Diego Comic Convention, or Comic-Con International, is a California non-for-profit public benefit corporation organized for charitable purposes and dedicated to creating the general public's awareness and appreciation of comics and related popular art forms, including participation in and support of public presentations, conventions, exhibits, museums, and other public outreach activities which celebrate the historic and ongoing contribution of comics to the art and culture. So, with that being said, it's time for Open Mic.
Open Mic!
And we're going to get right into it. It's going to be a shorter episode, guys. But this is the final day of announcements. We're going to start with the new Harley Quinn animated series trailer. Now,
Harley hard, deep, and fast.
Harley's big trailer is a full montage of high-tempo energy and aggression as Harley beats up the Joker, teams up with Batman, gets into a possibly romantic situation with Poison Ivy. It stars Kaylee Cuoco with a lot of voice other talents joining in. such as Alan Tudyk as the Joker and Giancarlo
Wow.
Esposito as the show's version of Lex Luthor. So, with that being said, we're gonna run that clip all up in your face.
Oh, we're doing that. Oh,
Yes, we are.
That's what she said.
Anytime now.
Harley?
It's me, dickhead.
Ahoy!
Turn the world on with a smile. This is gonna be the start of something huge.
Anybody feel this shit but me?
Oh my God.
Can we do that again?
No.
Wait, was that voice? Did you? I mean, he only said no. That was the only no that the only sound that Batman made. Did that sound like
That's not a Batman.
not Tim Daly? What's the other guy's name? What's his name? The voice of Batman.
he plays basketball.
Kevin
No.
Conroy.
Yes, did that sound like Kevin Conroy?
It's possible.
I hope it's him. I hope he's in it. So yeah, that's the new Harley Quinn.
I'll be honest. I'm a little surprised that they didn't go with the other voice of Harley Quinn.
Me too. I don't know.
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong. I don't know why they wouldn't. Why wouldn't they do that? I don't know. It's unfortunate, but
The thing is, you know what it is? I think they're going with a completely different type of Harley, so they wanted to kind of give her own identity. I'm assuming
I guess
because it did the same thing with the Joker.
Well, because this version of Harley is more in line with the Suicide Squad that the DC said. You know, the Suicide Squad movie. She's dressed like that. She's not just like the actual, Joker outfit. So
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
well, I guess that's I
Definitely
guess you're
The
right.
thing is, Harley Quinn has gone through many different phases and or if it's the outfits and so on and so forth. So, but this is Harley Quinn's. I think is a fantastic, such a one of my favorite characters. Just because she's so, you have no idea what she's gonna do. So it's just fun for me.
Oh, so you look the chaos. She's just chaos.
She's pure.
All right.
She is pure chaos.
That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna move on now to The Magician's first clip from season 5. A curious clip of Julia meeting an
Gotta catch
unexpected.
up.
Me too.
Yeah, I gotta catch up as well.
So it's a curious
The
clip.
books are amazing.
God, I hate you guys. It's a curious clip of Julia meeting an unexpected magical creature with a sexist, outdated ways of thinking. I was gonna play the clip, but it's like 4 minutes long, and I wouldn't get it anyway. So let's just talk about The Magicians. This show rocks my ass.
I'm sure it does.
I don't think I've seen. I'm pretty sure I missed all of season 4, because I think season 3 is when Magic was gone. They went back looking to get Magic back, and that's as far as I
had to
got.
find the key. So I have actually read the 3 novels that this whole series is based on,
Okay.
and they are good. The books are fantastic, but the series is actually really, really
Season is
good.
really good.
Yeah.
I've only actually seen the first and second seasons.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm still behind season 3, season 4, and now for season 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch up, and I'm super happy that they've made it to the 5th season. I would like to see kind of like a go full circle kind of situation.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Julia, I think the character who actually plays Julia is slamming hot. Like I'm just oof. That's all I ever look at. What about you, Joe Taro?
I'm a big fan of the series. One of my friends over here got me into it, and ever since then, I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. A lot of sex and
Yeah, it's very
a
raunchy,
lot
but
of sex, man, raunchy and sex, and like I'm like I can enjoy this. I can do this. I can do this.
yes, I mean that's what you said when you lost virginity. So we're gonna move on to why the deep sigh. Why the deep sigh?
I just don't like you.
You're exhausted. I understand. Now, this I forget which one of you were interested in Dark Crystal, but we're gonna move on to Netflix. Dark Crystal is a Stuff of Dreams. It's actually a prequel show that's coming out August 30th, and
Yeah.
Mark Hamill voices the scientist, and it's talked about his memories of the original film. So, which one of you liked Dark Crystal? Because I remember when I discussed this real quick, one of you guys got really excited. Or was it Dark Flex?
It was
think it was
actually me.
Darth
It was actually me and Darth Flex.
Okay, so
I have
discuss.
I have 3 versions of this movie. I have a special limited edition Dark Crystal. I have a bootleg VHS copy that I recorded off TV when I was a kid, and I actually have the Blu-ray.
Wow. Okay, so tell me about it. This is gonna be a prequel. Talk about it. Let's hear. What do you feel about it?
So basically, the idea of the Dark Crystal actually is, there's actually 3 races. I do not remember the name of the races right now, but there's actually basically 3 races. The crystal itself was basically where all the power kind of came from, and a shard of that crystal actually broke off. Now, the Sexies, which were these big, weird vulture-looking like creatures, it ended up.
Did you call them the Sexies?
No, the Zexies.
Oh, Zexies. I heard Sexies. I'm like, what? We gotta turn this thing on right now.
They have a very they have almost a feudalistic kind of dictatorship kind of situation. They vote amongst each other who will be the next person, but it's all very backstabbing. That's basically the epitome of what bad and evil is. Then you have these sages, that are basically the epitome of good. They look completely different than these emaciated birds. They look like almost like small dinosaurs, and they're very peaceful. They love life, and they're somehow connected with the Zexies. And there are these I think they're called like Tieflings, or anyways. Basically, there's another race that's actually very the Gelflings. The Gelflings are basically another race of creatures along there with a few others, but there's a what's the thing called when looking into the future? Prophecy.
Teller? Oh,
Prophecy.
Jason's ass.
what? How does it even work?
That's it. Well, like tea leaves. Anyways, so there's a prophecy saying that Gelflings is going to return everything back to the way it was before the crystal was broken, and make the crystal whole again, and make everything whole, which basically means the Zexies are going to lose their power. They're going to lose their power. So they went and committed genocide and killed all the Gelflings in the movie. And there's one Gelfling left that's with the sages. And then they actually say you must go and do all the stuff, whatever. And then there's one little male Gelfling, and along the way he actually meets another female Gelfling, and you find out that they have wings and they can talk to animals, and it's just really cool. And then they win. So,
okay.
But this is before. I don't know if this is right before the movie, or is this going to be like?
I feel like that was the entire movie you just said.
Well, no, but the series that we're talking about, it's a prequel. It comes before this movie, so
I want to know where I wanted to see where it kind of falls into it. They're called Sexies. Sorry.
Sexies.
Like sex.
SKEKSIS.
Oh wow, that's a mouthful.
All
right, so I assume you're interested and excited about the prequel series.
Absolutely. Oh yes, very much so. Especially because they're doing it old school style with animatronics puppeteering.
Really?
Yes, it's all. There's no CGI from my understanding. This is all going to be like they did the original movie.
Now that'll be interesting. Fantastic. All right, well, look forward to that. We're gonna move on to Doom Patrol Season 2 will stream on HBO Max and DC Universe. There's more Doom Patrol in the pipeline. Not only is the series returning soon, but it'll be streaming on DC Universe and HBO simultaneously. Either of you watching Doom Patrol?
I have seen the whole series.
I caught a couple episodes, not the whole series.
It's so much fun.
It's oh my god, dude.
It reminds me of a much more vulgar, much more intense version of DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
it does. It's got that Legend of Tomorrow feel to it, but it's just it's much more unpredictable. Oh, it's great.
Alan Tudyk is the epitome of evil in the first season,
Oh
and he
yeah,
plays his role so perfectly.
and he's so having so much fun with it.
And it's just like breaking the fourth wall constantly. I mean, Danny is another great character that they bring in. Um,
Cyborg is still a wet stick for me. I mean, nobody does Cyborg justice, or maybe because I'm just so used to him being on Teen Titans now. Teen Titans Go, fuck that
Yeah,
show.
that
But-
cyborg is
but
not.
His cyborg,
booyah!
his cyborg is just as a wet stick as the cyborg that was in the Justice League movie. You know, I get the
Really?
whole
That's how you felt with the movie one?
yeah. The movie one wasn't a dead stick to you. What did you see that was enjoy it? He said booyah at the end. He
I
was
know, but
moping around.
it wasn't. It's the origin, I guess, of.
He was
Yeah.
moping around. He was unsure. He was dead to the world. And then the one on Doom Patrol, he's got daddy issues, which keeps him from being fun. So that's the thing. But other than that, though, love the show. I can't wait for it to come back. Yeah. What?
I'm sorry, I just read something. Is this true? I don't know if this is true or not.
It's
Is
true.
Swamp Thing really canceled?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch Swamp Thing. So I'm
Oh,
not sure.
please tell me this. Please don't tell me that it's canceled.
Why?
It's
Yes.
it's
When
a really
Swamp
good
Thing
show.
was immediately canceled after the first episode premiered early this year. The company said it'd be committed to the DC universe. Yeah, it was canceled immediately after the first episode premiered.
Wow.
Was it that bad?
It was actually really good, and they actually did the full suit and the whole 9 yards. Like they were hinting at they're gonna planning on bringing in Constantine. They're planning on bringing in the Blue Devil. They already have Ian Ziering in the series as the Blue Devil. They just kind of hinted at it already. They're talking about Doctor Florsum, they had some great pool of characters and villainry there, and they canceled it.
Immediately after the first episode premiered.
They didn't even give it a chance.
I just want to be very clear that they canceled it immediately after the first episode premiered. Immediately.
Didn't
Well,
even give it a. Oh.
Well,
that's
you know what?
I am-
You
I am-
know
I
what was
am
canceled?
honestly heartbroken.
But you know what was canceled? It was brought back. Young Justice. Yes, Young Justice is coming back for season 4.
I like how you transitioned into that.
Yeah,
That was
didn't
great.
you though? Didn't you know you liked it?
That was good.
That was actually really good.
Production for the 4th season is already underway to continue the story behind The Outsiders and its current plot about multiple Justice League teams playing alongside to expose the people responsible for trafficking metahumans. Currently, no word on exactly when it's going to be airing or where, but it's probably going to be Netflix again. So I liked Young Justice when it first came out a while ago. I have not gotten into the revival. I haven't checked it out. I don't really care much about Young Justice enough to get back into it. Has either of you got into Young Justice?
It's okay. I mean, it's
Exactly.
fun.
I loved. I was a big fan of the series. I watched every episode. I don't know. It drew me in. The storylines were great, and that
Yeah.
episode with Kid Flash, when
Hell
that
yeah.
happened, that was a very that come on, that was a kind of like a
That-
tearjerker.
That was a heartbreaking episode.
That
I
was
don't
a tear.
remember that episode.
with Wally.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't remember
that was a
episode.
tearjerker, man. I did. Yeah.
I don't know. if I saw
Spoiler
those.
alert! Spoiler alert! Yeah, it's when Wally ends up becoming one with the Speed Force, right in front of Artemis. It was
Is there a good reason why he became one with the Speed Force?
he was saving Kid. I think he was saving Kid Flash
Yeah, he was saving Kid Flash. Yeah.
because Kid Flash couldn't keep up, so he gave him everything. It was rough to watch, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I have to see
Yeah.
this episode, and I'm curious. We're gonna move on to new concept art reveals our first look at Black Widow's Taskmaster. So we just, it was funny because we were talking about it. Taskmaster was in a Spider-Man movie, and he appeared. We talked that he was coming in again with something else. What was it again? We had mentioned him again in something else last episode.
You know where
I-
he's not gonna be in Swamp
What?
Thing because they canceled it. Really, after one freaking episode, you're gonna cancel a show? Not even Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
hold on.
I'm good, I'm good.
You've got to come back immediately after the first episode.
Immediately.
Immediately. After the first episode.
Like literally immediately.
The credits were rolling, and they said we're done. Chop that. They put it on the chopping block. Just put it out there. But the Taskmaster isn't canceled, and in the comics, the Taskmaster is Tony Masters, a mercenary who injected himself with an experimental serum that gave him the power of photogenic reflexes, meaning that he can replace photographic, same thing, whatever. Photographic reflexes, meaning that he can reproduce from memory any actions he sees. Now confirmed with the release of the official illustration. Let's look down. Let's see what he looks like. Okay, cool. So he's got a shield and he's got a hood. So he's Captain America meets one of those black guys from the Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts. Looks good.
Okay. Taskmaster himself does carry a sword and shield.
He does. In the comics, yes.
In the comics, he carries a sword and a shield. Yeah. The reason why he carries a sword and a shield is because he can literally adapt to any fighting style. So he has every kind of fighting weapon he can have.
But nobody else has who else has a sword in the MCU?
That's why. Taskmaster originally was created as one of the biggest villains against Deadpool.
And wait, Deadpool. Oh, okay. Psylocke has that.
Yeah,
she has
exactly.
That shit.
Yeah, the side
shit. You're right. It is shit. You're absolutely right. I agree.
Silver Samurai.
Yeah, but I think he's another villain though.
You're pulling this shit out of your ass. I love it though.
No, I'm not though. Silver Samurai is an actual villain.
How do we feel about Taskmaster being the main antagonist of, or the antagonist of the Black Widow movie?
I don't care about Taskmaster.
I would be okay with it. I'm okay with it. But it would make it awesome if a Deadpool made an appearance, because that's one of Deadpool's
That would be
villains.
Nice. That would be nice.
We talk about remember Budapest? We never know. Maybe Deadpool comes out of nowhere, and just be like, "Hey guys,
yeah,
I just want to come by and visit."
He could be the comic relief of the movie. Come on, Vibe.
Okay, if anything, anything for after credits, for an
after credit scene, I'll take that.
Him popping, kicks Taskmaster in the nuts, and then walks away.
Yeah,
that'll be fine with me.
I'll take that. Yes, I will take that. All right. So I'm gonna give this one to you there, Garbanzo, but this is your thing. Then the next and final topic, as we wrap up our 3-part San Diego International Comic-Con special, part 3. Dungeons and Dragons is celebrating 5 years of its 5th edition. So when Dungeons and Dragons rebooted its rule set for the 5th official edition back in 2014, alongside the rules, Wizard of the Coast offered an epic battle against Tiamat herself as the first adventure for new heroes to deal with. 5 years later, they're revisiting it with a special edition. Take it away, Garbanzo. This is all you.
The whole thing with D&D is that there's so much you can do. I'm actually in the process right now of actually setting up a game for actually creating a dungeon for my friends that we're going to run through at the beginning of the next month. And
you're going to run through whose dungeon?
They're going to be running through my dungeon. And actually, yeah, they are. Shout out to all my D&D family out there. I like that. But actually, it's a little spoiler, since I don't know if any of these guys listen. It's actually going to be based off of Tiamat herself. So this is actually kind of cool. Because Tiamat is actually the inspiration for my dungeon, and they're re-releasing this as Horde of the Dragon Queen, and then the Rise of Tiamat. Actually, playing D&D is just an absolute pleasure of mine. It allows you to be creative and fun. You can ad-lib, spend time with your friends. The only problem is getting them together. Wanting to play D&D and actually getting enough people to play D&D are two very different things.
That's true. I mean, I know the feeling. Not in D&D, but in general.
Just in general, I know. But yeah, I'm actually I'm looking forward for the Tyranny of Dragons coming out soon. I know for sure I'll be getting I'm gonna try to see if I can get my hands on the special edition cover, which is they're showing in the picture on the ad here on Gizmodo. No, that'd be GIZMODO.com.
Modo. So that's free stuff.
/ Dungeons Dragons. Okay.
Hashtag it.
But actually, if anybody any of the people out there in Geek Land want to have any, I am not an expert in D&D, but I do have a big passion for it, and just email or tell us a story about a fun game or something like that. If you're excited for the new book coming out, The Tyranny of Dragons, if you've ever played any of the Tiamat previous books. And what you're looking forward to the most coming up this year now with the 5th anniversary of the 5th edition. But yeah, it's a fantastic game, and I'm glad to see Wizards bringing back some adventures to start it all.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That is. Did you want to give the audience your home address so they can come join you for the D&D game, or?
Actually, if anyone's actually in the South Florida area and would like to play some D&D, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Twitter, or shoot us an email at geekbros with a 0 at yahoo.com. Again, my Instagram and Twitter is, everyone knows it already by now, hopefully. BEAMTKE278.
Yep, I will repeat that in a minute as well too. Oh, he left. Jesus. All right, so
he had
that's he did he say that? He didn't say that.
No. Did you see his face?
No. Oh,
it was, and then he put his thing down and ran.
So before we wrap up,
it was the kimchi.
Oh, okay. Before we wrap up, okay, we've discussed a lot, and I mean a lot. These three specials. What was your favorite announcement that we discussed?
It's hard for me to pick a favorite announcement right now because I'm still angry about Swamp Thing.
Cancel immediately after episode 1.
I'm so angry. Actually, it's just the Disney Plus stuff. Everything coming out for the Marvel Universe with Disney Plus, and just seeing Dungeons and Dragons kind of having a little place at San Diego Comic-Con, because sadly to say, these tabletop games don't get the love that they deserve at some of the bigger cons. So I really am kind of glad to see that it's huge. It's big news, which I'm really glad to hear that. There's a game that started back in the 70s and is still going strong. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there and content. So, but those are probably the biggest things for me.
For me, it was Star Trek Picard. I've seen a lot of stuff posted. I read a lot of articles, especially in preparation of this outline. And the only thing that got me jacked up was Star Trek Picard. I mean, which is weird because I'm not really a Star Trek fan, but
it looks so good.
It does.
And
it looks like a blast.
It's a TV series.
Yes. So that's what I'm super excited about, and that's what I absolutely want to.
I agree 100%.
Joe Taro, what were you excited about?
It's actually about pooping, and I think that Vibe is a great guy, but thank God that Garbanzos is actually around to kind of carry my fucking weight around. That because all I do is sit here and stare at the screen and shake my leg because I have because I have to use the bathroom. Oh, sorry, I gotta go shit. Bye.
And that was crazy.
That is crazy.
I think he was just like, I do appreciate that, Joe, and we'll definitely talk later. And
yeah, Joe, thanks so much, Joe. So that's it for the Keep It of the Geek Bros. San Diego Comic-Con International Special Part 3. Yes. All San Diego Comic-Con coverage comes from Gizmodo.com. That's GIZMODO.com. Of course, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEKBR0S. Follow us. There's actually a bunch of polls up there now that our Flex put up there. They're always hilarious. So by all means, do that. The Facebook is on fire like usual. Instagram, just random stuff there, especially if you want to keep up with our previews and stuff. Don't forget to check us out at WeGeekPC.com every Wednesday night. We post
every Wednesday.
And the following week, if you want to wait, you want to watch us, that's youtube.com/Vibrant Studios for the video recap. Shameless promotions before we get going. One more time, Garbanzo.
All right, guys, you can find me on the gram, Twitter, and on YouTube at BeanTKE278. That's BeanTKE278. Or find me and let me know what you guys think I should talk about on Garbanzo's Corner at Facebook.com/Garbanzo's Corner.
All right. Jotaro, who's still in the bathroom taking a shit, you can find him on Twitter. That's JOETARRRO. Or on Instagram, JOETARRO. I memorized it. That's Jotaro, so check him out there. And of course, I'm Vibe, and you can find me on Vibe Rev Studios, VIBEREVSTUDIOS. That's my handle for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the website when it comes back up, and the YouTube. So, last question for you guys. Tell us what announcements excited you most, either about today's episode, any of the previous episodes, or in general. Let us know. Email us. We'll definitely want to talk about it next week. Final thoughts, Garbanzo?
It was a great San Diego Comic-Con. And a shout out to Sister Bean, who we will leave unnamed, who actually was able to be there. Sadly, I was hoping that before the end of us recording, she'd get back to me, but she was unable to. But she was actually there with her company. She may not be even able to talk about it, but I was just asking for the experience that she had. She said for the videos she sent me are absolutely amazing.
Well, I mean, by all means, if you can get her up for next episode for a follow up, we can do
yeah, because the whole thing is I don't think she can actually talk about anything that she actually did or actually the booth that she was working at.
Okay.
But I definitely want to get her just like because she's been to SuperCon here. She's actually been to a couple cons with me in South Florida. I wanted to kind of see compared to like the Mecca of Comic Cons, like how was the experience and things like that.
Has she ever been to any of the celebrations?
No, she's never been to celebrations. Yeah,
I would have loved to know how this was in comparison to
celebration.
Yes, the celebrations. You know, that's the biggest ones I've ever been to.
Well, I can tell you this right now. I know that right now the what's gonna happen with us is celebration. Hopefully, we'll be able to go out there and rock it out like we did last year. But one thing is that, and I'm putting it out there in the universe, that I am going to do everything I can in my power to go to D23 at the next D23, not the one happening in 2 weeks, which I wish I could be there for, but the one in 2 years, 2021, over in Anaheim. I'm going to do everything in my power to go to D23 and talk about and bring the Geek Bros out there. I know that Pink Jess's dream is to go to D23, and I would love to do it as well. So I just want to put it out there in the universe and see what happens.
All right, sounds good. Well, that's it. So, is that Jotaro? Sorry, dude. Oh, here we go now. Jotaro. Let me read to you guys exactly what Jotaro said. He said, "Sorry, dude. Heard someone come in my damn garage. Scared the shit out of me." So that's why he disappeared. Yeah. So with that being said, that's it for Keeping the Geek Bros. Thanks for tuning in and geeking out. Still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.